Hi, my name is Holly Crosby, and I'm here to tell you all about how you, a citizen, can be responsible during a disaster, specifically in this case, a hurricane. Disasters can strike at any moment without warning. However, hurricanes, unlike tornadoes and earthquakes, do come with some warning. Even if a development happens suddenly, hurricanes have their own season, June 1st through November 30th. So, regardless of when a hurricane may occur, it's important for all citizens to stay informed, stock up, have a plan, and recover. Staying informed occurs before, during, and after an event. Traditional methods in the past to keep citizens informed of possible developments mostly included radio broadcasts, local news, and weather reports. With smart devices, citizens now have many more resources to stay connected to what may be developing through social media, emergency apps, and even alert text messages. By staying connected, citizens receive helpful information to aid in their preparation efforts, when to take shelter, and advisories after a storm has passed. Be sure to also stock up and have a plan. A critical part of disaster preparation is to be ready for worst-case scenario, but don't wait until the last minute. Hurricane season lasts about 6 months, with some of the most activity occurring between September and November. If you're in a hurricane-prone area, then you probably already know to begin gathering supplies as you approach hurricane season or during those early months. Here are a few recommendations from FloridaDisaster.org. Water. Make sure you have 1 gallon per person for 3 to 7 days, making additional provisions for pet and baby needs. Food. Non-perishable items to last 3 to 7 days per person. Be sure to include can openers, paper plates and utensils, propane grills if you have them. Flashlights, batteries, weather radio. Additional clothing, blankets and pillows. Be sure to include rain gear. Make sure you have cash on hand, important documents, a current map for evacuation purposes. During Hurricane Michael, I kept supplies and a bag packed for my family in an easily accessible area so that should we have to evacuate, we would just need to load up and go. I figured my plan would allow us to be out of the house in less than 10 minutes. Fortunately, evacuation was not the case for our area. However, we were out of power for a number of days, so the preparations of food and water prior to the storm became beneficial. Behind me, I've put up some examples of what we kept on hand. We had lots of dry goods, our rain gear, lanterns, just enough stuff to keep us where we need to be. Recovery after a disaster can be just as important as self-preservation prior to one. Make sure you're waiting for those alerts to allow you to get back on the roads. A lot of the times they want you to stay off the roads so that first responders can do their initial assessments and perform their job duties. You can use this time to check on neighbors and assess your own damage and make additional plans if you need to. It's important to remain focused during this time on what you do know and not what you're curious about, because that's when, rumors can start and deviance and everything. I found that during Hurricane Michael, the city of Tallahassee posted continuously as to what they wanted residents to do and when it was clear to get on the roads and what roads were closed. So it was very helpful. Finally, I think it's very important after an event to review your plan, make sure that you feel like you are prepared for the next one. What could you do differently? Do you want to volunteer in the next one? Make those changes and you'll be better off for the next one. So I hope this was helpful and you enjoyed it.